B-Town's in the house! B-Town's in the house! Now what's the time? About to go wow wow! B-Town!
All right. Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to the 10th annual Beast of the East tournament here in Watertown, Massachusetts.
So, man out positions? Man your position. All right. I guess so, yep.
Tonight's game is between the Boston Renegades, or the Association of Blind Citizens Boston Renegades, and the Long Island Bombers. Scott, thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Gina Devenish, along with my co-host, Hunter Weissman.
How you doing, guys? Kathleen Truchel. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name. Thanks for tuning in. 8 viewers so far already.
Yeah, this is great. So this is game 1 of the first half of the Beast of the East. We're going to be playing 5 games total, with the other 4 games taking place in Woburn, Massachusetts tomorrow.
Lisa Sheffield Devenish, thanks for joining us tonight. A beautiful night in Watertown. Stephen Garrow, what's up, man? Yes, ma'am. Let's go, Renegades.
The Renegades have chosen to take the field first, with the Long Island Bombers up at bat first.
So let's read the starting lineup for the Long Island Bombers. So batting first, we got number 8, Matt Pavogel. Batting second, number 35, Pasquale Agnon. Batting third, number 38, Edgar Erickson.
They're all at the table.
Batting fourth, number 74, John Gilroy.
Nope. Matty Pavogel.
What?
Oh, fourth.
He's batting first, Rob. Batting fifth, Jimmy Hughes. And batting sixth, Alvin Suarez, number 21.
So up first we have number 8, Matt Pavogel.
Hey, Louie, this is for you. Dias! Green Monster! There you go, Lou.
Thanks, Kathleen. Hopefully we come out on top in this one. It's a beautiful night for beat ball.
I would play on the sense of caution.
Play ball!
B. Yank, thank you for joining us. Eric Harms.
Dias with the first play and put out of the game. So for those who are just watching, Pavogel lined it up the middle, right to Rob Dias for the putout. 1 out in the inning.
Matty, I missed that ground.
Larry Hale, what's going on, brother?
All right, L-Train, thanks for joining us, brother. Up next, we have number 33, Pasquale Agnon.
Lisa, you definitely said it correctly. We do, and we all miss Larry Hale. First pitch is taken.
Francisco Chalice, thank you for watching. And Sarah, thank you so much for watching.
And the 1-0 pitch is fouled off for strike 1. 1-1 count on Agnon. And the 1-1 pitch is swung on a miss for strike 2. For those just tuning in, we are in the top of the first inning. Boston Renegades are the home team. And the 1-2 pitch is soared to right field. Past the first baseman guy. And the run scores. 1-0, Long Island.
Got to admit, that was a pretty good hit.
That was a very good hit. It was right down the line, fly ball.
Aaron Griffin, thanks for joining us. Susie, thanks for joining us.
Got right past Guy to his right, playing first. Right shorty, it looks like.
Guy hustled for it, though. Got to give him that.
He did.
Put that in your book. I did. That's impressive. Who needs warm-ups?
Leah, thanks for joining us.
Long Island Bombers were show and go today, so that's why there was a little chirping between those two.
Up next, we have number 38, Edgar Erickson.
First pitch to Erickson is fouled back. Strike 1.
Tracy and Gladys, thanks for joining us.
For those just tuning in, Long Island just scored the first run of the game with Pasquale Agnon. Erickson grounds it up the middle. Right to Shane. No, sorry, Dias makes the put out. 2 outs in the inning. Score that play in 18. Pretty nice play by Dias, kind of right to him.
Yep. Up next, we have number 74, John Gilroy.
Gilroy, a seasoned veteran for the Long Island Bombers. He's played for the Long Island Bombers for a long time. Bats from the right side, and the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Gilroy bats from the right side. Bat slightly above his ear. And the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Gilroy kind of swung over that pitch. And the 0-3 pitch swung on and missed, and Gilroy goes down on strikes to end the inning. After 1-0, Long Island. Let's see who else is tuned in. Madrano, Bayou City Heat is watching. Welcome, welcome.
Gina Hickman, thank you for joining us. Tracy Osborne, thanks for tuning in.
Gladys Jimenez Mateo, thanks for tuning in. How you doing?
We got
17 people watching so far. That's a lot of people.
Joyce Weissman, thanks for tuning in.
Who is currently here right now? She's on the baseline. Should I like move the camera over and give her a nice?
Can I do like shadow puppet?
Lee Gotsky, thanks for joining us.
Actually, a legit question: where is standing bad for blocking you? Because I'm going to be over there if like
So
percents you should.
my range is
You're all over the place.
yeah. So I got the catcher to the pitcher and then a little bit over here.
So
but if you stand,
to be slightly behind.
so if you want to be where Guy was, or if you want to stand that close,
Yeah, well, when I'm
that
doing the
could work.
filming, I'm going to be right on top of it.
yeah, that's fine. I got a good range.
Cool. I'll be over here when I'm not filming.
Yep.
So for the Renegades, we have Ron Cochran pitching. with head coach Rob Weissman catching.
Zook, Zook, Riot! Riot!
As you heard, that is up first is number 9, Guy Zuccarello, another seasoned veteran with the team. He's been with the team for
Long time.
yeah, since about
Long time.
since about the early aughts.
So, fun fact about Guy is he, I believe, just needs 5 stops to be first all time in team putouts. And guess who leads that category? Shane's brother Justin, who recently left the team. Let's see here.
Glenda, thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in.
Guy is also 5th all time in runs scored. First pitch from Ron to Guy is swung on and missed for strike 1. Guy with the Taiwan batting stance, as they call it, where his bat is right around his waist, not by his shoulder. And the 0-1 pitch swung on, line drive up the middle. Guy is racing to first base. He is out. Zuccarello missed the bag for the first out of the inning.
Joe Mack!
Way back. As you heard, up next, number 46, Joe McCormick.
Yeah, score that play at 35. Yeah, Guy just missed the bag. He was like fingertips away from
Very
hitting
close.
it. Very, very close. But because he missed the bag, he allowed Agnon to make the play in midfield. And the first pitch to Joe Mack is fly to deep to left field. Mack is racing to first base, and
Brian, hit. Come on, Brian. Missed it. Check with the base up. Check with the base up, Brian.
the call seems to be out for now, but there is an argument that he touched the base.
Nice job, Joe. Good hustle. You got it. He's just checking it.
The run scores. Joe McCormick scores the Renegades' first run of the season.
Fire burning on the base path. Whoa!
1-1
Up
is
next
your score.
is number 53, Sean Devenish.
Your husband.
My husband.
Yes,
Yep, we got
recently
married in
married.
May.
Congratulations, by the way, for those
Thank
who don't
you very
know.
much. We'd like to thank our base sub, Angelica Medina, for clarifying the call.
So Lisa Michaels, Alvin Suarez is playing in the game. For those just joining us, the score is 1-1. Joel McCormick just scored the first run for the Renegades in the bottom of the first inning. And the first pitch to Devenish is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Ashley, thanks for tuning in. In case you didn't see it, your husband just scored a run.
And the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Sean just a little bit over that pitch. Ron missed his spot a little bit. 0-2 count on Devenish. And the 0-2 pitch from Ron is lined down the left field line. Foul ball.
Sean. Hey, quality foul, Jay.
Sean smoked that ball pretty good. Just a little bit foul.
Chu Peng Zhang, I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Thanks for watching.
Open stance.
21 viewers so far.
Defense ready?
Got a pretty good crowd watching along the first base line. A lot of support for the Renegades in Watertown, Massachusetts. And the 0-3 pitch to Devonish is swung on and missed, and Sean strikes out for the second out of the inning. It's really unfortunate because he had such a great swing on that 2-strike count. Drove it down the left field line, just foul. David Benny, thanks for tuning in. No Thaxton tonight.
So, up next we have number 18, Rob Dias.
Dias, another seasoned veteran with the team. He's been here since 2014. Long time.
Darlene, thanks for tuning in. In case you missed it, Joe scored the first run for the Renegades.
And the first pitch to Dias is swung on and missed for strike one, just a little bit early.
Give me a! Oh, yeah!
Dias is ready, and the next pitch from Ron is swung on and grounded down the left field line for a foul ball. Pretty good swing. Nice diving play by the third baseman back there. Unfortunately, could not make the put out due to the foul ball. He really laid out for that ball.
Here we go, Rob. Strike two.
As you've heard, there is 2 strikes on Rob Dias as he gets a base check. Dias swings from the right side, working a lot on his swing this past offseason. And the 0-2 pitch from Ron, swung on and missed for strike 3, excuse me.
Here we go, RD. All right, Rob, here we go. Need one.
Swung just under it. And the 0-3 pitch. Swung on and missed, and Dias goes down on strikes for the third out of the inning. But after one, Renegades tie it up, 1-1. So Gina,
Yes?
there was a lot of expectations going into this season. Obviously, them not going to the us not going to the World Series this season. Can you take us through some of that for some of the folks who are wondering why?
So, the main reason was due to COVID. We have some of our players are immunocompromised, and we just, this is more from a safety perspective. We not only do we care about our players as players, but we care about them as people. We don't want them, we want to keep them safe. We don't want to get them sick. We don't want to risk them bringing COVID home to their families. So for that reason, we chose not to attend the World Series.
Yeah.
It was a really tough decision, but we felt as a team that it was the best decision for us.
Yes, and I believe this is the first time the Renegades have not been to a World Series since 2002.
I think so.
I believe.
Yep, something like that.
Long time.
Yep.
Almost 20 years. COVID really had a huge impact on the way we have gone about things.
Yep.
Especially Coach Rob, who is also immune compromised.
Welcome back, Jimmy.
We had to take a full hiatus in the year 2020 due to COVID.
Yes, absolutely.
So this is our first time playing in 2 years.
That is also correct. So it's also great to see all of you tune in and watch us play for the first time since 2019. And the first pitch to Hughes is grounded up the middle. Hughes is running to first base, and He is called out. Close bang play to first base.
Number 18, Rob Diaz, making the putout.
Yep, score that play in 18. Take us through that play a little bit. What happened, Gina?
So it was a grounder, sort of up the middle, closer to the right side, but Rob Diaz got down, he searched for the ball, he was able to find it in time, and made that putout. It was kind of a close call, but he was able to make the putout in time.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of struggled to, kind of
He did.
panicked a little bit trying to
Yeah,
corral
trying to
the
find
ball. Yeah, it was right in front of him, but still managed to make the play in time. Alvin Suarez, batting sixth, is now batting for the Long Island Bombers, and he fouls it towards the broadcast booth over here. Darnell Booker.
Little catch by head coach Rob Weissman.
Darnell Booker tuning in.
Thanks for watching.
Head coach of the now five-time World Series champ.
Next swing is a miss for strike 2.
Congratulations to you guys. Swung on and missed for 0-3. 3 strikes on Suarez, and 1 down in the top of the second inning. 1-1 is our score. And Suarez goes down on strikes for 2 outs.
Dave, Benny, I agree, and it is great to see our team back in the field. We've really missed playing. These guys have been itching to play, so it's really nice to see them do the sport they love once again.
Yeah, and mentally, 2 years is a long time between games. So mentally, these guys were, really awesome in terms of showing up, putting in the work, and it was well worth the wait. So we're playing the arch rivals, Boston, New York, in the first game of the Beast of the East. And the first pitch to Pavogel is swung on and missed for strike 1. Pavogel also was put out by Rob Diaz, who seems to be eating up all the balls in the outfield. And the next pitch is grounded up the middle, right underneath Sean. And the run scores. Sean was kind of late getting to that ball.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That's a jobber right there. That's a jobber. Not done.
Yeah, it was a ground ball right up the middle. For those who are just tuning in, Long Island Bombers have taken the lead 2-1. Yeah, Darnell, great night for beat ball. Thanks for tuning in, man.
It's finally starting to cool down.
Yeah.
We've had some really, really hot practices here.
Hot, rainy, humid, you name it. Did Rob have the yellow pants during any of the practices at all?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, the fashion
Didn't bring
statement.
him up for very much.
Yeah.
They had him for one practice.
The first pitch to Agnon is taken.
Hey, Peg.
Peg
Thanks for
Bailey.
joining us.
Longtime Renegades volunteer. Glad you can tune in. Second pitch of the at-bat is swung on and missed for strike 1. So Peg, the score is 2-1 Long Island. 2 outs to go in the top of the second inning. The next pitch is lined up the middle. Agnon racing to third base, and Devonish makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning.
That ball just rolled right into Sean's hands.
Yeah, easy play for Sean, especially after missing that last play, right
So-
going underneath him.
Glad he was able to redeem himself, and he played it very well, so good job, babe.
Yes.
He's going to hate me for saying that.
After
Carl
1.5.
Center, thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you indeed. After 1.5, 2-1 Long Island.
Soto!
It's Shane.
Oh, we're spinning Shane.
Shane Kenton.
No, it's Shane.
Well, that's false.
But I like the enthusiasm.
The enthusiasm is well documented in these broadcasts. But you know what? Let's do a little trivia here for those in the chat. So we have some stats here. So this Renegades player has scored the most runs in team history. Who would that be?
If you know, type it in the chat.
And we will let you know the correct answer after this inning. Get your minds thinking a little bit. Peg. So if I think the team, it's manageable. They're right in the center of where we practice, pretty much. So we're on the we're on the other end of the field, away from the soccer nets, which are by the entrance to this side of the field. So yeah, Darnell, we were thanking you for tuning in and congratulating you on your 5th straight World Series championship. First pitch to Shane Canton is swung on and missed for strike 1. So Shane, brother of Justin, has returned to the Renegades after 10 years away. And the next pitch to Shane is swung on and missed for strike 2. It's really good to have Shane back. He's such a positive force on this team. Great teammate. And the next pitch is fly to deep left field, but way foul into the crowd. Yeah, as Rob said, very impressive foul balls. All they need to do is straighten them out a little bit.
Peg, you're right. Shane did play with us in 2017.
Oh, you know what? That's good point. I kind of forgot about that a little bit. And the next pitch to Shane, swing and a miss, and Canton goes down on strikes. Now it's Luis Soto.
Yep. Number 27, Luis Soto, a lefty batter.
Yes, the only lefty in the lineup.
Yep.
Only lefty in the starting lineup. Soto has been with the team for a while, long time. Renegades are one of the older teams in beat ball. But what's most important is the homegrown aspect of the Renegades.
We have all of our players come from the New England area. So most of us are in Massachusetts, some are in New Hampshire, others are in other states, but yep, all from New England.
Soto recently his wife recently had a child back in 2020 during the lockdown. The first pitch to Soto is swung on and missed for strike 1. Luis also helped us in the 2018 World Series with Spanish color commentary, which was pretty amazing for those who speak Spanish. And the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2.
Oh, we switched pitchers. Peter Connolly is now pitching
Good call.
for Luis Soto.
Ron standing off to the side, right off the screen. Soto ready, and pitch from Peter. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Soto, deep breath, kid. You got it. You got it. Come on, let's go.
It's great that we have many pitchers. We have multiple pitchers on this team. So it's great to kind of help each other out. When one gets tired, the other can fill in.
Or even like cadence-wise, if they're more used to someone else's cadence, like Soto with Peter, or say other people with Ron. And Soto lines it foul to left side, staying alive. Richie Flores, thanks for tuning in. We have 30 people watching now, which is really amazing.
Peg, you are correct. Soto, Joe Mack, and Drew all had their wives
Yes,
all had children in 2020 during
which is
lockdown.
definitely amazing. And Soto goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning.
Zook, Zook, Riot! Riot!
So Drew Crook is also playing, but he is the designated fielder, so he is not hitting.
So we are back to the top of the order with Guy Zuccarello.
Hey Peg, are you going to Philly? Just a general question. Said you should be packing, so I wonder if that's for Philly. Lee Rodriguez, thanks for tuning in. 31 viewers. I think that's the most we've ever had
I think so.
on a live stream ever since we've been doing this. And as soon as I say it, we lose 2 viewers, going down to 29.
Oh, good. So
Oh, great.
Peg will be with us tomorrow, which is awesome.
Okay, perfect. First pitch from Ron to Guy is swung on and missed for strike 1. Zuccarello just in front of that ball.
Lori Rexford, thanks for tuning in.
And for those who are just tuning in, the Long Island Bombers are leading the Renegades 2-1 in the bottom of the second. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Peg, you're in Maine? Oh, I didn't know that. Been there for a month. Wow. The next pitch from Ron is swung on and missed for strike 3. As for those who don't know, in beat ball there are 4 strikes, not 3, like in baseball, softball.
So Zach, to answer your question, our games tomorrow will be 8:30, 10:45.
Next pitch, Guy flies it to shallow right field, and it is corralled for the out to end the inning.
Good poke, T. Good poke.
After 2-1 Long Island.
So tomorrow our games will be at 8:30, 10:45, 1 p.m., and 3 p.m.
So, to answer the trivia question, I believe David Benny got the right answer. The answer for the most runs scored in Renegades history is Larry Hale. Larry Hale has 316 runs scored in team history, which is pretty insane. He's been on the team for a long time. That being said, I believe Joe McCormick is actually second in team history in runs scored with 250. He still has a lot more runs to go before he can be number 1, but that's still a pretty cool feat. Joe Mack hasn't been on the team as long as Larry.
That was not what you looked like all year. You gotta breathe, buddy, alright? This is a mental game right now. Because you can hit. You just got in your own head. Relax, okay?
Great night for beat ball on Friday, August 27th. It is currently 79 degrees outside. Edgar Erickson steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch is swung on and missed. Foul. I don't know.
Right into the Long Island.
Yes, right into the Long Island bench. He didn't miss it. He almost hit his own teammates, though. Guys put him out back in the first inning, as we're in the top of the third. 2-1 is our score. The 1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. That one he did miss. I'm kind of all over the place. Kind of haven't really done this in 2 years. Kind of rusty. 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. He still has a take. And the 0-3 pitch swung on and missed, and he goes down on strikes for the first out of the third inning.
For those that don't know what a take means, it's similar to a ball in regular baseball, but in our case, it's the players get one chance to not swing when the pitcher throws the ball. Gives them a chance to maybe either take a break or establish the cadence, something like that.
Yeah, takes are very valuable, for sure. If, you know, a player is kind of, their cadence is kind of messed up with their pitcher, or they're not having a great at-bat, they can certainly take a ball. Kind of helps them get their timing down, stuff like that. So Gina kind of went through that perfectly right there for those who don't know.
So up next we have number 74, John Gilroy.
He struck out his last at-bat on 4 straight pitches. Terry Smolka, thanks for tuning in. First pitch is a take. That was actually a very good take, considering the pitch was not in his happy zone, where he likes to swing the bat, which is kind of around his chest area. As the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. The 1-1 pitch is foul tip, back to the catcher for strike 2. No problem, Lay. Happy to assist you. Next pitch is swung on for strike 3. It is a full count to Gilroy.
If anyone has any questions about the sport, just type them in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we will answer them as best we can.
And the payoff pitch to Gilroy is swung on and missed, and Gilroy goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. 2 Ks. And for those...
We have number Jimmy Hughes.
He's number 16. Hughes was put out by Dias in the second inning, as we are in the top of the third. It's 2-1 our score right now, Long Island. I feel like the Renegades are, I wouldn't say playing a little nervous, but the rust kind of does show a little bit as the first pitch is foul tipped. I don't know, they're missing bases, you know,
I agree, but you know what? This is the first game they've played in 2 years.
That's true.
I'm not that worried. I know these guys are good players. Yeah.
Terry Smolka, the weather is very nice. Clear night.
Okay.
Nice 79 degrees out. It's perfect for beat ball. We got the brand new lights at Filipello Field in Watertown, Massachusetts, providing us light for the game. And the next pitch is grounded to the left side, right in Dias' direction, as there's a no base call. But the base was on, but no one called a no base, so the runner is out. Dias makes the play. He still managed to make contact with the base. I think, did you hear a no base on that?
I did not hear a no base.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. But Dias makes the stop, score that play in 18.
So the call stands. It is an out.
Dias making all the putouts in this game.
All right.
Yeah, so you need to go warm up.
I think it's when we go in the field again.
When you go in the field? Oh, right. We're hitting right now.
It is the bottom of the third.
So you can definitely tell the Renegades are a little iffy, you know, in their at-bats. The last 4 outs have all been strikeouts. Actually, no, that's not true, because Zuccarello was put out.
Because he is the magnet.
So up first we have number 46, Joe McCormick. For those that didn't get a chance to see, he scored the first run for the Renegades back in the first inning.
Yes, first inning. How far are we from Westford? Probably 25 minutes, I would say. Not too far.
Oh,
Gia Bianca, how you doing? Gia means auntie in Portuguese, so I like to call her Chia.
For those who don't know, Bianca is Coach Rob Weissman's wife.
That's correct.
Thus,
My
Hunter's
aunt. Oh, it's 30 miles? That's still not a far drive. I mean, I drove from my school, which was 60. So, that took me an hour and 20 minutes. So, cut that in half. First pitch to Joe Mack is swung on and fouled back to Coach Rob, who made a fine catch back there. He always makes the argument that catchers in this league never get enough credit.
So Terry will be in Woburn, Massachusetts tomorrow at Joyce Middle School.
Beast of the East has been held there for, I think, forever. Renegades have won, I think, 15 straight? As Joe Mack lines it to deep left field. Mack sprinting to first base and scores the run. No one was going to get that ball.
Still rolling. Still hasn't stopped. Wow.
Yeah, so that ball...
Wonderful run by Joe Mack.
Yes, absolutely.
Somebody call 911!
Shining fire burning on the base path. Whoa! So Joe Mack scoring his second run for himself and the second run for the Renegades.
Ties the game, too, 2-2.
Yeah.
So, Terry, the ball that Joe Mack hit, it was a line drive to left center field, and it cleared, it wasn't a home run or anything, but it rolled past the home run line all the way to the other end of the field, which is well over 200 feet. And
in order for it to be a home run, it has to pass the home run line in the air.
Sorry, Peg, about the noise. We're literally right in front of the bench. Can't really do anything about that. We could move, but still, the noise from these guys is, you know how they are. First pitch to Sean is swung on a Mr. Strike 1. He looked a little off balance there. Kind of falling back on his heels a little bit.
Sean has been working really, really hard all summer. He's been taking, when he wasn't practicing, he was out in our backyard taking practice swings every day. He's been...
Next pitch is smoked to dead center. No one's going to get this ball. Devonish scores easily, and the Renegades take the lead. Hey guys, Peg wants you guys to yell louder.
Good. Hammered it.
That's my husband.
As the Renegades take the lead for the first time in the game,
Yep.
3-2.
So I'm starting to think the rust has come off.
Yeah.
We are back in it.
Yeah.
So, Terry, we will be at Daniel L. Joyce Middle School tomorrow in Woburn, Massachusetts. 55 Locust Street.
That ball was...
That was
smoked. That was roughly in the same spot Joe Mack hit it in.
Incredible.
Right past the deep field, the rovers, as we call them, the defenders who are in the deepest part of the park. Two really well hit balls, and I think that all that practice kind of paid off for Sean. As you said, he swinging every single day this summer. Sean and Mack are probably the best hitters in this lineup by far. But not to take that away from Rob Dias, who is also a great hitter.
Yeah, Rob Dice is one of our players. He's really good on both sides of the field. He's an amazing hitter and an incredible fielder.
He's made all the Renegades putouts so far, except for Sean, who also made a putout. the first pitch to Dias is swung on and foul tip for strike one.
You're right on it, Dias. You're right
Dias struck out in the first inning. And for those who are just tuning in, the Renegades took the lead and is now a score of 3-2 in the bottom of the third with nobody out. Darren Black says, "Here comes the onslaught." Love it. And the 1 pitch smokes to right center. Dias sprinting to third base. No one's going to get this ball, and he scores easily.
on it. Yeah.
Howard, hey.
Oh, yeah.
3 straight runs for the Renegades.
One.
All right.
Peg, is that loud enough for you? I don't know if you're still here. Someone asked
Who
a
comes
question.
up with your cute little songs? We have a committee that comes up with our cute little songs.
Committee of players.
Committee of players.
Yes.
And let me tell you, that is my favorite part of the team.
Oh, absolutely. The energy
All the
they bring.
songs. Yep.
The energy they bring is
We
amazing.
love it. Absolutely.
And not, I honestly believe more teams should do it, but they don't. I also think that's the reason why the Renegades are like family.
Yep. We keep our morale up, and yeah, that's how we keep our players going. Is we have the songs, we support each other, and it's amazing the camaraderie we have.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of Darren Black, he has a career 158 at-bats for the Renegades, and he was one of the first players to play for the Renegades back in the early 2000s. Renegade legend. Some of the cheers they come up with is funny as well. They love to have fun with it.
Hilarious. Again, my favorite part.
Hey, Peter. I know. What? What do you want me to do? Defense ready?
3 straight runs home, nobody out for Shane Canton. He struck out in the second. Rob Costa watching from Florida. How you doing? It's been 2 years. And the first pitch to Shane is swung on and missed for strike one. Shane kind of has a very uppercut swing. It's kind of more down by his knees. Shane flies at foul field. As all the contact he's been making so far in this game have been foul balls.
Which is too bad, because they are solid hits.
Yes, they are. So Rob Costa, I think you'll get a kick out of this. So funny little story, which I'll mention in a second as Shane steps back into the box. And the next pitch to Shane from Ron is swung on and missed for strike three. So me and Rob, we play Stratomatic Baseball, which is a baseball board game. And the 0-3 pitch to Shane swung on and missed, and Shane goes down on strikes for the first out.
It's all right, Shane. It's all right, Shane.
Third.
Underlay me. Mama, Second!
Some of the chants are a little rusty too. So anyway, we were doing a 1983 Phillies versus 2015 Phillies, kind of best of 7 series in Stratomatic Baseball, and he had a player named Bo Diaz on his team, and obviously Rob loves to give people nicknames, so it's not Rob Dias anymore, it's Rob Diaz. We traded Rob Dias for Diaz. Thought you would get a kick out of that.
Thanks for watching.
3 runs in, 1 gone in the inning. Time is called for, it's like a truck reversing in the background. The first pitch to Soto from Peter is smoked to right field. Soto initially runs to the wrong base, but gets away from the defender, and Soto scores.
Yeah! Soto!
4-2 Renegades.
Hey, Peter! To the Peter copter!
Way to pick me up, Soto! Ryan!
So, for those who can't see, I'm going to try to be or miss the play. So, Soto smoked this ball. I mean, it was to deep
That
right.
was quite impressive.
Yes.
I mean, I think we started a trend.
Yes. It's kind of like these hard hits are kind of like a disease, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
everyone
you
gets
know?
infected by
Yeah.
the urge to hit something hard and score runs. As Guy steps up to the plate, who is 0 for 2. But anyways, Soto initially when he hit the ball ran to first base and the third base was going off.
Which does happen.
Occasionally. So he had to change directions, but the ball got away from the rover, and that allowed Soto to score the run.
Sorry, Guy. You got it.
As Guy swings through it for strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch to Guy is swung on and missed for strike 2.
Peg Bailey, thanks for answering any questions that we might have missed in the chat.
So the question was, do you alternate bases at each at-bat? The answer is, from Peg, is yeah, it's random. So sometimes you'll get, as Guy fouls it
Foul
back.
tip.
So now third base went off. So it's all random. Third base could go off twice, or first base could go off, and then it could go off again. So it's all random. It's not by player.
Part of the game is figuring out which base is going off and running to it in time.
I think we can tell, Peg, as you are very active in this chat.
We appreciate it though, Peg.
We do.
You're helping us a lot.
And the next pitch to Guy is swung on and missed, and Guy goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning.
All right, G. Try, Guy. Joe Mac. Way back.
So you'll notice throughout the course of the game, Joe Mac's calling card will get progressively longer.
Mac Buddha.
Really? I mean, whenever we did it like 2 years ago, it was just Joe Mac way back.
No, it gets longer every time.
Oh,
It gets to the point where
wow.
we all take a collective breath just to get it out.
Time is called for a passing truck.
Peg is actually not too bad.
I'm wearing bug spray. They're probably,
It's not too bad. I don't know how it doesn't feel, but
yeah, I'm wearing bug spray, so that's why the bugs aren't, attacking us so much. As Mac initially goes to the wrong base, calls a late base. That play was a whole mess, so Gina, can you take us through what just happened?
he hit a grounder down towards the third base line, and I think they're trying to determine... Oh, it was a dead ball, which is why they weren't able to go after it. And
So when Mac hit it, he also called late base. So can you go over what that means?
so what late base means is if they hit the ball, if they don't hear a base go off, they have to yell.
Little Ronnie Cochran.
It's on the players to call late base, and if that happens, then it's just a do-over. But it's on the players to make that call.
Yep. And what happened actually earlier in the game is one of the players for Long Island, they hit the ball and then the base turned off.
Does happen.
Which does also happen. Do you know what the rule about that is? Is it still like a late base rule, so they have to redo it, or?
I believe, yes, I believe
Okay.
that actually happened to Sean in the 2019 World Series, where the base turned off and they had to do it again. And this is kind of a rare occurrence where not only was it late base, but also a dead ball, which means neither of the players could really do anything because one, they couldn't hear the base, and two, they couldn't hear the ball, so there's no play could be made.
Yep. So it's a redo, as Peg said in the chat. And the pitch from Ron to Joe Mack is swung on and missed for strike one. The Renegades have officially batted around as McCormick led off the inning with a run scored. It kind of sparked a whole load of offense for the Renegades in the bottom of the third. And the next pitch is grounded up the middle, and Mack is running to third. And the run scores.
That was a close call, but Mack did indeed score the run.
Bang, bang, play. As the runs just keep pouring in for the Renegades, as Joe Mack has scored 3 runs.
Shiny fire burning on the base path. Whoa! Nancy, thanks for joining us. Your godson is up right now.
That makes Joe McCormick 3 for 3 in this game, as no one can seem to put him out. He actually ran the fastest. I think he clocked in at the fastest time for the Renegades in practice. Do you remember his time? It was like 5 something. It was 5 seconds, a little over 5 seconds. David Sanchez, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching.
And the next pitch to Sean is fly to center field. Sean running to first base, and the defenders are on it, but Sean scores.
All right.
Nice job, Shawnee!
So, Steve, we are indeed using Denver balls.
The offensive onslaught continues for the Renegades, as that is 6 straight runs scored. Well, not 6 straight, but 6 runs scored in the inning.
Can I get up?
Hell yeah!
That is 7-2 Boston. I believe Long Island finished in the World Series 10th, if I'm not mistaken. Nice finish for them. First pitch from Dice is foul back, and what a catch by Rob. Rob's back seems pretty fine after making a catch like that. I don't think he needs help.
Nope, he's good.
Yep, he's fine. In my opinion, he complains a little bit too much. But that's just me. He's an old man. He's turning 51 in 4 days. As Rob makes a nice catch, another catch behind the plate.
Second
Dice,
foul tip for Dice.
yes, as an 0-2 count. Yeah, for those who don't know, Rob Weissman's birthday is August 31st.
We have a lot of Renegade birthdays in the month of August.
Yes.
Very popular month for the Gades.
Oh, come on, Peg. He's my uncle. I don't have to be nice. The 0-2 pitch from Ron. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Dias scored a run in his last at-bat in this inning, as the Renegades opened up the inning scoring 3 straight. The score is currently 7-2 in the bottom of the third. And the next pitch from Ron is swung on and missed, and Dias goes down on strikes for the third out of the inning.
Right. I need to step away to help some people warm up. I will be back shortly.
All right. What an inning for the Renegades. Joe McCormick scores twice. Sean Devenish scores twice. Rob Dias scores. And Soto has also scored. 6-run third inning for the Renegades, as the score is currently 7-2, and Long Island is coming up to bat in the top of the fourth. I'm kind of glad I jinxed myself a little bit, as I said they were a little rusty, but the rust has kind of worn off a little bit, as you saw that last inning.
Yeah, but where's the book? Peter's got it, right? Where's Peter? He's on the field. 7-2, 4th inning.
So who do we have coming up for the Long Island Bombers? We have Alvin Suarez, which is the 6th batter. And then we got to the top of the lineup, Matt Pavogel, and then the 2nd batter, Pasquale Agnon. Yes, Peg, a lot of August babies on this team for sure.
Okay? I need to get off the bench. Alistair, get these guys loose.
Defense is ready.
Certainly missed all this interaction in the broadcast booth, for sure. The first pitch to
Fell short.
Suarez is popped up, didn't make it to the 40-foot line. For those who don't know, Gina.
So, for a ball to be considered fair, it has to go past the 40-foot arc. There's an arc. I don't know how well you can see it.
Not sure, but there is a corner. If you can look closely, there's a corner on the far right side of your screen for those who can see.
And a ball has to be fair. It has to go past that line.
Kind of like an enlarged pitcher's circle, if you would call it that. As Suarez swings and misses for the 2nd strike of the at-bat.
Peter, Ethan Showman is the pitcher. Showman, yeah. Ethan Showman is the pitcher.
Thanks, Rob.
Yep. Who's hitting? Suarez?
Mm-hmm. He's a rookie, isn't he?
Pitcher?
No, Suarez.
Suarez is a rookie.
Yes, Suarez is indeed a
Yeah,
rookie.
in the World Series this year.
If you did not... Yeah, Suarez. So Suarez is a rookie for the Long Island Bombers. And I think for beat ball in general, as he goes down on strikes for the 2nd time in this game.
And the Bombers are back to the top of the order with number 8, Matt Pavogel.
Suarez played for the Indy Edge in the World Series this past season.
Yep, with so few, there were other teams that didn't go to this series, not just us, but there were bigger teams that were, and there were some individual players who still wanted to play. So some of the bigger teams that went took on some players from the smaller teams. One of them being Shane Canton. He played for... Remind me who he played for? Oh, he played...
I think it was Philly, wasn't
I
it?
think it was Philadelphia. Yes, it was Philadelphia. Shane really, really wanted to go, so Rob gave his blessing.
Pavogel flies it shallow, and Guy makes the stop, even after a late base call. Late base was indeed called.
Okay.
So that is a...
was just barely fair. Barely made it past that 40-foot arc, but doesn't matter if it's inches away or miles away. If it goes past that 40-foot, it is indeed fair, and it is on the defense to locate it and take possession.
Rob calls that area like just past the 40-foot mark. I think it's like he gives it a nickname. I forget what it's called. Hey Rob. He'll tell us later. It's a good nickname for it. My water is like all over the place. I apologize. Who's on the switch? Looks like the base operator is also the scorekeeper.
What is her name?
And the next pitch to Pavogel, swung on a missed.
Peg, on the switch we have Joyce Middleton. She is the former international director for the Lions clubs. So she was, we really, really appreciate her donating her time and helping us out here.
Count is 1-2 on Pavogel. He is 1 for 2. He was put out by Rob Dias in the first inning. And the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. The Bombers haven't scored since the second inning, as we're in the top of the fourth. And Pavogel has gone down on strikes.
Up next we have number 35, Pasquale Agnon.
2 down in the inning, 2 strikeouts. The Bombers have struck out 6 times. Oh, we have a bunny
Oh, bunny!
running across the bunny. The bunny is running across the field.
There it is.
There it is.
Little
For
guy,
those who can see.
he wants to play ball.
I think he's too scared to move.
Yeah. Bunnies in this area are quite brazen, so...
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't get run over.
Yeah.
First pitch to Agnon is taken. A lot of bunnies in the summer. Second pitch is foul tip back to the catcher for strike 1. As the bunny is now running back onto the field. The next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2 as that pitch was way over his head.
Bunny looks like he's about to score a run.
Yeah, he's getting there. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And we have a 1-3 count, which is considered a full count in beat ball. He has to swing on this next pitch, otherwise he will be called out. And the payoff pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3.
I need to go warm up the pitcher. I'll be back shortly.
All right.
Hot tub, you're leading off.
As there were 3 straight Ks to finish off the top of the 4th inning. And after 3.5, 7-2 Renegades.
Do you know who put him out?
Dias made the last put out for us. Yeah. Richie Flores streaking again. Yeah, we had a little bunny problem running across the field. Not sure if he's there anymore. But as I'm here, I want to, usually this tournament is being held in Woburn every single year. We want to give a big shout out to the Woburn Lions Club for hosting us every single year for the Beasts of the East. You guys are so helpful with everything, in terms of food, umpires, volunteers, everything. We can't do this without you guys. So big shout out to the Woburn Lions for all that they do for the Boston Renegades.
Thanks to Frank DeMauro, who is whenever we host, he's been kind of taking the reins and running this tournament in the years that we've hosted. So big thanks to him as well.
Lisa, so the Renegades popped off for a 6-run 3rd inning. The score is currently 7-2 Boston going into the bottom of the 4th inning. A lot of hard hit balls, some close plays, but some of them weren't even close at all. The video feed ended.
Uh-oh.
We're still live.
Can you guys still see the video rolling? Let us know in the chat.
Still getting comments. No, we're still live. We're good. The first pitch to Shane in the bottom of the fifth. No, bottom of the fourth. Sorry, because we battered around here. Bottom of the fourth is a strike. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Shane has made some contact, but the only contact he's really made has been foul. So we're really looking forward to him putting the ball in play. The next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Shane is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And the 0-3 pitch, foul tipped.
There.
Thanks, Larry. Score update 7-2. Love this. The chat's getting involved, you know, helping other people. We got some experience in this chat. We play 6 innings. And the 0-3 pitch swung on, hit Ron, and it is a dead ball. Man, the one ball he puts in play.
Get out the way!
The one ball he puts in play, it hits Ron right in the leg.
Considered a dead ball. Doesn't mean anything. The count remains the same.
I'll leave a mark.
Do-over.
That ball was hit pretty hard. But Ron can take it. He's a tank. He's pitched for a long time with the Renegades. And the 0-3 pitch is swung on and missed. And Shane goes down for strike 4.
So we have a pinch hitter, which means one of our... So what a pinch hitter means is someone is substituting for someone in the original lineup. And we do this to kind of give the original lineup a little bit of a break and to get some of our lesser experienced players a chance to play. So right now we have
Well, not in Tubbs' case though. He's pretty experienced.
Yes, he has been very experienced.
Yes.
He's been with his team for a very long time.
But yes, we do have a lot of rookies this year for sure. So Rob's going to try and get them in as much as possible. And the first pitch to Tubb is swung on and fouled back.
Foul tip. Nice catch by catcher Rob Weissman.
Rob Thayer, aka Hot Tub, has been having some great practices in the hitting department, as he has been the most consistent I think I've ever seen him.
Yes.
You know, and he is currently the oldest person on this team, believe it or not. And the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2.
He may be the oldest, but he has some of the best team spirit I've ever seen.
He really does. You know, he doesn't play that much, but he's an amazing teammate.
You know, he keeps the team's energy up. He makes make sure he knows what they're doing. He gets them going.
And he's always positive. He's never negative.
Yeah.
And the 0-2 pitch to Hot Tub is swung on and missed for strike 3. So, for those who don't know, whenever the team travels, and this is how he really gets his nickname. Yeah, Chad, I'm about to explain it right now. So, usually there's a hot tub in the hotels that are at these, hot tubs in these hotels, so he'll always be in the hot tub. So, that's where he gets his nickname. And the 0-3 pitch is swung on and missed. And Hot Tub goes down on strikes.
Oh, it's all right, Tub. It's all right, Tub.
For the second out of the inning.
We're back to the top of the order with Guy Zuccarello.
Oh, Peg, you shouldn't be telling people your age. Let's say oldest player.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he is the oldest player.
Yes. Score is currently 7-2 Renegades. So we're back at the top of the lineup. Guy Zuccarello. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout and was put out twice. Yes, Lisa, she's a young 62. You are correct. And the first pitch to Guy is swung on and missed for strike one.
Come on, Guy.
Guy is also one of the longest tenured Renegades on the team. Next pitch to Guy is smoked up the middle, hits a player right in the face, and he recovers for the out. Great play from number 35, who seems to have Guy's number.
That was a great hit by Guy Zagarilla.
Agnon make the play. Guy hit a line drive, pretty much bounced up and hit him right in the face. And Agnon recovers to make the play. Great play.
Guy, left shorty.
Yes, Peg, you are absolutely correct. Age is just a number. We all have that kid in us, for sure.
So I just want to take a minute to say that the Renegades are now on Instagram. So go follow us at boston.renegades for all the beatball action, all the Renegade action.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys are, Instagram is a lot of people are on Instagram these days. So if you guys have an Instagram, go pop us a follow. The team also has a team store. So Gina, can you tell us about the team store?
Yes, so we have, a fan store. So where you can buy jerseys, you can buy shirts and pants and backpacks and stuff, all kinds of awesome Renegade merch. All the money that we raise goes, we get a commission for everything that they sell, and that goes to our expenses for like travel and things like that. So when you buy from us, you really are helping us raise money to play the game that we love to play. So, and they also make great Christmas gifts for family and friends.
Absolutely, and they are customizable, so you can put, a number of your favorite player, the last name of your favorite player if you want. You can put your own jersey in. Shirts, hats, sweatshirts, shorts. Pretty awesome stuff. You can also another way you can donate to the Renegades is you can go on the Renegades website, which is blindcitizens.org/renegades, and you can go to the donate tab, and all that money goes to the team in terms of traveling, food, etc. So the team can function.
Another way you can donate is to donate a ball. These balls, we have
Erickson.
Edgar Erickson up, who is what's called a switch hitter, which means he can hit righty and lefty. And I guess for this at-bat, he chose to switch to lefty.
Edgar Erickson's a switch hitter. That's interesting.
So, Steve, the cost of the balls, you were kind of cut off there, Gina.
So the balls cost about $40 a piece, and so we're responsible for purchasing as many balls as we can. And if you purchase a ball, you get a chance to write a message on it, and you can dedicate a ball to a specific player or to a volunteer. And that's another way you can really help this team is giving us balls to play with, because these balls don't last forever. We're playing with new balls right now, but these...
Oh, as the ball is put in play, Erickson scores.
Joe McCormick just missed it. He was so close.
Call it like Bermuda Triangle, kind of like stopped in between three players. I think it was speaker down, so kind of hard to hear the ball between those three players, and allowed Erickson to score there.
Which, speaker down, it's very common in the defense, what that means is the speaker is literally touching the ground, which causes it to get muffled. It makes it either very hard to hear or unable to hear at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And for some players who can't hear that well, it's not good for them at all because they won't be able to feel the ball.
All right, we got another pinch hitter. Alex Barrera hitting for John Gilroy.
So that makes the score 7-3 Renegades after that score by Erickson. Peg, it hit the pitcher? I don't know, I'll have to go back and look at the video. Barrera is a lefty as well. Well, can't do anything about it now. If it did hit the pitcher, can't take it back.
Yep.
Time is called as one of the bases needs to be fixed.
Does anyone run to third base in this?
Yes, there have been plenty of people running to third base. Guy has run to third. He's been put out. Mac has scored a run at third base. There's been quite a few runs scored.
Run at third.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's working now. So what happens is, I mean, these bases, they get pulverized. So a lot of times the speaker will move out of place or something like that, and they just have to be readjusted. That's just the reality of it.
They literally tackle it like a football dummy, pretty much. It's yeah, they hit it hard. I mean, you said it right, Gina, for sure. Barry, you're going to Europe? You do seem to travel a lot, my man. As Barrera takes a ball. And the 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed for strike one.
Barrera has a very intense swing.
He does. He kind of finishes one-handed. And Coach Rob doesn't really like that, considering the fact that there could be a potential of a loose bat, which means the player could throw the bat somewhere and maybe injure somebody. Next pitch just swung on for strike two. I mean, it's a whole safety thing for sure, and that's why Rob teaches pretty much everybody on the team to swing with two hands. Kind of a little bat safety thing. And Barrera swings underneath that ball for strike three. And the payoff pitch is swung through, and Barrera goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Kind of an all over the place at bat, missing high, missing low. Kind of felt inevitable at that point. Sanchez says Barrera's a switch hitter too.
You know what? I think he was. I saw he started sort of setting up as a righty, but then decided to switch to lefty. So Sanchez, I think you're right.
And Peg asked Gina, who is the traveling secretary for the Philly trip?
Probably gonna be me or Laura.
One of you guys.
Yep. All right, so we're back to the regular lineup with number 16,
Jimmy Hughes.
Jimmy Hughes. First pitch is a take. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Peg, should we? I don't think we should disclose all this information to the world here about where we're staying.
For strike two, hit the catcher.
I think that's a private conversation for what hotel the Renegades are going to be staying at. That pitch was way high. That was over his head.
Very high.
So, for those listening in, I mean, Hughes isn't a very tall player, and this pitch was thrown over his head. He swung through it.
Missed for strike four.
Kind of missing all over the place right now for the Long Island pitcher.
All right, So up next is number 21, Alvin Suarez.
Suarez is 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. The Bombers, after that strikeout, have struck out 10 times, 10 Ks in one game. It's not very good. They haven't been making much contact.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
That one missed very low, kind of by his ankles. Suarez's swing is more by his hips, stomach area, or like
Swing and a miss
chest.
for strike 3. That one was pretty close.
Yeah.
But just didn't connect. And another strikeout for the Long Island Bombers.
Make that 11 Ks as a team now.
Alright, I gotta go warm up the pitcher.
All right. After 4.5, Renegades 7, Bombers 3.
Gavinish. Shawnee. Kimball's hit.
Yes, sir. Just call me Shawnee.
Shano, you're going to move to midfield next.
It's like my mom calls me Shawnee.
Hey, Sean,
Yo.
can you go in front of the camera real quick?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Sean, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
All right, so, Sean,
Yes.
a couple questions.
Couple answers.
All right. I like the energy so far out of you, by the way.
Kimball, you're in the hole.
So, with your 2 runs scored, first 2 runs scored of the season, how do you feel about that in terms of like just being here and playing the game after 2 long years of being away?
It's just great to be back. Good to feel that contact on your hands. You know, the live ball. You know, you can practice for so long, but it's just not the same when you're in a game. So you gotta just feels great.
Great. And how do you, like, with your defensively, you making a stop in the field and obviously one got underneath you. How are you, how do you feel out in the field with that?
I feel real comfortable. I mean, we practice on this field, so it's just a matter of, you know, getting back in a routine of, you know, listening to the ball, hearing the call, making a wall. That's what we do.
All right. Thanks, Sean.
Go to blindowlblogs.com.
Oh, yeah. Shameless promoting there with his blog.
Alright, so up first we have 46, Joe McCormick.
That wasn't nearly as long as the last time, guys. Well, I know. Still.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Joe McCormick is 3 for 3 in this game so far, and the defense hasn't been able to put him out yet. And he's put every single ball in play so far. Oh, thank you, Darnell. You know, I try. McCormick smokes it, fly ball, left field, foul.
Go, Mac. You got this.
I think if that was a fair ball, I think it would have been a close play.
Jump!
Because
Mac, Daddy, make it.
Jump!
because their third baseman is playing relatively close to the bag, I would have to say. Kind of right on the line. So it would have been a close play. But will I be in Philly? No, I will not. I have school, unfortunately. Max smokes it left center, and it gets by everybody, and McCormick is going to score the Renegades' 8th run of the game.
Ball's still rolling.
So, Darnell, I will not be...
Rookie be quick!
Rookie be nimble!
Rookie be named! Christopher Kimball!
Alright, so we got a pinch hitter for Sean Devonish. Our rookie, what number is he? What number is he?
40, number 40.
Number 40, Christopher Kimball. Sean, do you want to tell us a little bit about Chris Kimball?
He's a runner. He went to some college. He's a high-level runner back at Neshoba Tech High School. Lean-looking kid, got a lot of speed.
Yes.
Has some pop.
Yes. He can put it into play, and, you know, he's kind of like that Willie Mays Hayes kind of guy where he just puts it on the ground and runs it out.
Wicked high! Wicked fast!
So he is, he's one of the younger Renegades on the team right now at 22 years old.
22 years young, I should say.
22 years young.
He's got a lot of natural athleticism.
Yes, absolutely. This is his first career at bat with the Renegades.
Dove right in.
And the first pitch to Kimball is popped up, foul to the left side.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
He's already done better than me in his first at bat.
So the team actually first met Kimball when he was a young teenager, 12, 13, 14 years old, when he came to Capabilities, which we've collaborated with in the past to help bring in some younger players for the team.
And the 0-1 pitch to Kimball is swung on and missed for strike 2.
Come on, Chris, take some breath.
Ron kind of threw that ball a little over
Good
his
go,
bat,
RA.
but seems like Chris had good timing on that swing.
Just gotta relax, do his swing. Ron will find him.
Ron's usually good at adjusting.
You gotta...
And the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and Kimball was
Way early.
way early on that.
I mean, even coming back as a, from 2 years off, it's nerve-wracking. But I get the nerve that Chris has got to be going through right now.
Yeah, I mean, first at bat of his career. He's a rookie. First game of his career. My nerves would be... I would be pretty nervous too. And the 0-3 pitch, swung on and missed, and Kimball goes down on strikes.
Sorry, Kimball.
Sorry, Kimball. Good job, good job.
Only I believe there is only 3 Renegades that have ever scored on the first at bat. So
Yeah, it's very rare. Very rare for this team.
Everyone ready?
So up next we have
Luis Rodriguez.
the rookie Luis Rodriguez.
Little Ronnie Cochran.
So this is another one that Rob has known since he was a young teenager, but it took him a while, finally convinced him to join our squad.
see what he's got.
Luis is a very athletic player himself.
Hard work.
Hard worker too. 24.
Relax your swing, kid.
Nice strong swing there from Luis.
He seems a little amped up today. Nice breath, Louie.
And the 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. He was right on time. Ron just missed him just a little bit high.
He's right there. I've seen him rip in practice. So.
Yep, he can hit the ball for sure.
And with him being a rookie also, I can only imagine what his nerves are like right now.
He's on it.
Yeah, foul tip.
As a batter, once you feel the ball hit the bat, even if it's
All
a
right,
little
so
foul tip.
since Peg is mentioning it, Luis is really not really a rookie, but we'll just keep it at that. And the 0-3 pitch is lined up the middle. Luis is sprinting to first base. It seems like he is going to score. Luis Rodriguez pours it on. The Renegades' 9th run of the game. 9-3 Renegades in the bottom of the 5th inning. He was hustling down to first base. I don't think I've ever seen him run like that before.
Touch.
Ivan,
Replacing
you ready?
Warm up. Get loose, Ivan.
Ivan Rodriguez, another Renegades rookie.
Oh shit! Right now. Oh.
No, not right now. After Shane. We got 1 out in the inning, 2 home. For Shane Canton, who's 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. 9-3. And Shane rips it up the middle. Gets past everybody. Shane's running to first base, and he will score.
Shane's first hit of the game, first run of the game. And,
10-3 Renegades.
I mean,
And I won so far away. Let's go, Ivan!
another rookie. Is another rookie, Ivan Rodriguez.
11 runs. 11 runs for the Renegades this game. So Rob Weissman, head coach of the Renegades, is getting the rookies involved. Ivan Rodriguez, a 48-year-old rookie. Kind of reminds me of an older rookie that we had a few years ago in the name of David Sanchez.
That Tim out there?
Sorry to call you old, David, but yeah, I apologize.
Oh, there you go.
But that's how it was.
That's a good thing. I moved.
Mm-hmm. And the first pitch to Ivan is swung on a miss for strike one.
He's got a nice little swing.
He does.
He's got a nice swing. Played baseball in his past.
Yes, he played baseball before he lost his sight at 30, I believe.
A number of years ago.
Yeah.
A decade or so ago.
More than that. Almost two.
He's got a nice swing.
And the 0-1 pitch to Ivan is foul back.
Attaboy, Ivan!
Foul short.
Yes,
touch.
Darnell, it's all about timing and cadence and stuff. That's the biggest success is when you're on the same page with your hitter as a pitcher.
And in order to, so when the players take BP batting practice, they actually do it with dead balls, which are balls that don't beep, because the beeping ball isn't for the batter, it's for the defense. And for the batter, it's all about the cadence of the pitcher.
And the 0-2 pitch, swung on and driven high mid-center. Ivan running to third base. And he's premature, and now he's out. As Ivan was struggling a little bit to get down the line right there.
That's as a player who came into this sport, that's the hardest thing to really get a hold of, is that base running.
Score that play at 38.
It's especially if
Riot!
you're someone who comes in, having vision at one point, putting on that blindfold and trying to run full speed at a spot is a tough thing to do.
Yes, absolutely. Especially when you're relying on your sight for all those years, and then having to do it with no sight. It's
a tough thing.
It's scary, for sure.
So we're back to the top of the order with Guy Zuccarello.
Guy's 0 for 4 on the day with a strikeout. He's put out 3 times. 2 gone in the inning, 3 home in the bottom of the 5th. 11-3 is the score. The guy puts it in play, grounds it softly to the left side.
Look at his little legs go.
Gets past the shorty and scores.
All right. Guy's first run of the game, so it is now 12-3.
12-3 Renegades.
So,
Renegades pouring it on at this
Yep.
point. Yes. A little delayed reaction there by the Renegades bench, because they had absolutely no idea what was going on. Still wasn't nearly as long as the last one. I'm telling you. It's too long. Or too short.
usually they're longer.
Yeah. Oh well. The Renegades bat around again. 12-3.
How about the time?
The time?
It is 9:20.
And the first pitch to Mac is put in play down the left field line, gets past the third baseman, right to the backside, man, but doesn't matter, he's going to score.
That is 5 for 5! Yeah!
Joe McCormick is on fire.
Love it, baby, love it!
That was a very close play. It was
It was bang bang. I mean,
it went right to the rover, but Joe Mack was just a little bit faster.
yeah, he clocked in as the fastest runner on the team by far.
Rookie be nimble! Rookie be named! Rookie be Kimball!
As Kimball gets his second opportunity of the inning.
In the same inning.
Yes. After the Renegades bat around for the second time in the game.
Joe Mack 5 for 5 on the day. That's tremendous.
He's the next player to get interviewed, for sure. Hey, Shane. Hey, Joe Mack. Can you come over here for a second?
Come on, Kimball.
And the first pitch to Kimball is swung on a miss for strike one.
Good
So,
swing, Kimball. You got it, kid.
5 for 5 on the day in your first game back in 2 years. How does that feel?
Feels good. Feels good. I got a new swing this year, so it's working wonders so far.
That's good. And like, how is this? You take it all in. It's been 2 years since you've played in a game. How does it feel to be back? As Kimball puts it in play down the line and it's foul.
Nice hit, Chris. That's the way.
Hit it!
So yeah, how's the atmosphere? How are you feeling right
I'm more
now?
excited for this guy to score a run than any run I scored today.
All right.
Rookies, this kid's good.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Joe Mack.
So, Darren asked to explain the 12-run rule. Now, I don't think it would necessarily apply at this point of the game, but what happens is if the team is up by...
And the next pitch to Kimball is lined to the left side, and it is foul.
There!
He is so close. He hit that ball hard. He hit the ball hard, but unfortunately, it was not straight enough to go fair.
Chris, just keep doing that.
I think we have 3 strikes on Kimball, if I'm not mistaken.
That's on Ron.
Come on, little Ronnie.
So back to the 12 runs. So what happens is if a team is up by at least 12 runs,
Which is not in effect as of yet.
no, the other team gets to play out their remaining outs at that to try to sort of catch up and kind of move the game along.
And the 0-3 pitch to Chris is popped up in fair play. He's running down the line and scores! Chris Kimball, a rookie, scores his first run as a Boston Renegade. Number 40, Chris Kimball.
Rookie be nimble! Rookie be named!
Way to go, Chris. Congratulations.
Kimball convenience, baby.
As he makes it 13-3.
Fire.
I love it.
Louis.
Louis.
Louis up.
Laser.
Louis!
All right, now we have Luis Rodriguez, who scored his first run of the season in his last at-bat of the inning.
No, I swung on that. Defense is ready. That was quick.
And the first pitch to Luis is swung on and fouled back to the catcher, Rob Weissman, who makes another great play behind the plate. Thanks, Peg, for the in-writing rule. And the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. It's always awesome to see rookies score a run in their first game. It's truly a special moment for them. Especially after a year with a bunch of hardship. It's so late. It's amazing to see this. See it happen as a rookie. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded weakly down the right field line. Luis is sprinting to first base, and he scores.
Yeah!
Louis scoring his
Wait, hold on. What was the call?
Oh, they call him out.
Okay, the call is safe. The umpire.
All right.
All right.
Louis scoring his second run of the game.
Nice job, Louis.
Way to go, Luis.
Okay, so the 12-run rule is
Elrod, as I like to
almost.
call him.
The 12-run rule is almost in effect. So the
Well,
Renegades
I
are up by
don't-
11
I
right
don't know if it'll go
now.
into effect at this point because at this point they only have
Right.
three
If it was
outs left.
earlier in the game, then it would be. If Shane can score a run here, say it was in the 4th inning, then Long Island would have continuous amount of chances to try to make it, competitive under 12. And the next pitch to Shane is lined in between the defense, the left side, and it gets by everybody, and Shane scores again.
So we are now 15-3.
Wow, what an onslaught by the offense.
I've gone so far away.
What a game for the Renegades.
I know. This just
15 runs in one game. First game back, 2 years. I mean, that just shows you, how they practice. Practice. They work on everything when it comes to base running, swing mechanics, and Rob's really big on swing mechanics. It's all coming together. This is all because of practice. Now we just need Ivan to score his first run, as he gets another opportunity in the inning with 2 outs, as Ivan was put out earlier in the inning.
I'm not sure, but until we...
As Ivan swings through it for strike 1.
Give us a
So,
nice swing here, Ivan.
The 12-run rule won't be in effect because the next inning is the top of the 6th.
No, it doesn't matter.
So it wouldn't matter. As the Renegades clearly have this game in hand. And the 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2.
He a little eager.
Ivan seems eager, he's off balance,
Ivan,
He wants to
good
put it in
swing.
play. He wants to put it in play.
Ron found him last time. I'll find him again.
He did, and he put it in play. It's just a matter of, okay, he can put it in play, but he needs to be able to have that confidence to run down the line.
Exactly. And that's an easy thing to do.
Yeah,
Just run the base. That's what you gotta do.
absolutely.
Trust your line. It's all about confidence.
And the 0-2 pitch, swung on, fouled back.
There you go, Ivan. That's the way.
3 strikes
Ivan, you're on it.
on Rodriguez.
Come on, Ivan.
Not to be confused with the Tigers catcher, right?
Good point. Long time catcher.
Tigers, Rangers. I want to say Blue Jays.
I don't think he played for the Blue Jays.
Played for an AL East.
Did he?
Yankees?
No, it was not the Yankees.
I think he did a year on
And
Yankees.
the 0-3 pitch, fouled back,
Foul back.
staying alive.
You're all over it, Ivan. Atta boy.
Rob has been flashing the leather the entire game. And the 0-3 pitch is taken.
That's a smart move.
That's a veteran move by a rookie.
Especially after 2 foul tips, you gotta relax.
Yeah,
Yo. Score.
15-3. And the payoff pitch to Ivan Rodriguez is fouled back.
He tipped it. Come on, Ivan.
Putting together quite an at-bat here.
Working that pitch count. We really gotta.
Yeah, he's staying alive. He's fighting in there. Big, strong first effort by the Renegades in the Beast of the East. First leg of the Beast of the East. And Ivan swings through it for strike 4.
That is the problem on those long at bats. You just get so tired. And,
Yeah, the fatigue.
I mean, people mock.
All right.
Yeah.
People mock a baseball swing and how it doesn't look that, but you put
Yeah.
so much effort into that, and
Yeah, it wears you down a little
it
bit.
does. It wears you
Yeah.
down good.
So we are going into the sixth and
Top of
final
the sixth.
inning of the game.
Make sure to visit associationofblindcitizens.com/renegades for all your Renegade updates.
Yes.
Follow us on Facebook, which you're doing right now,
And Instagram,
and the new Instagram.
run by yours truly.
Yes.
I do not run it. Oh, she meant herself.
She said, yeah, she meant herself. I mean, the Devonish name. I mean, you run your own blog, so I mean, that's something.
True. Remember blindowlblogs.com.
Yeah. As you see, number 40, Chris Kimball, the rookie who just scored his first ever career run,
Head into the field.
heading into the field for defense for the final inning of the game.
Let's see if we can
Now,
get him his
Kimball
first
is
photo.
actually quite good on defense. I've been watching him in practice, and he is.
He can move.
Yeah, he can move.
He's just got that pure
He
athleticism.
can move
Yeah.
really well.
That you can't coach just the athletic tendencies, and that's something he just has.
All right, so I also have to give another shout out here. It's to the Watertown Recreation Department for providing the lighting to the field tonight. Certainly great help. Obviously wouldn't be playing here if there was no light. So thank you guys.
Definitely a great shout out to the team. Peter Santolo.
Peter Santolo.
Show.
My boss,
Names I'm forgetting. There's one guy named Sean. He's got a great name.
Sean Delrose.
I don't know. He answered the phone when I called.
Well, that was Sean Delrose.
Okay, he's a good guy. He set up the lights.
Yes,
made
he's a
sure the
very-
bathrooms are open.
He's a very good guy, yep.
Shout out to all the fans watching at home.
Yeah. We had 33 at one point.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, it was a lot. I think that was
Triple our max.
the most ever we've ever had. So,
I know I'll be watching this.
yes, the lights turn off at 10, so they will be
10:15,
turning
all
off
of them.
in 29 minutes.
Fix this base.
Go on, Tip.
Can we fix the base? Someone trying to fix for us base? Who's been fixing
Peter has, but he's out calling.
Yes.
Those bases are, we love them, but when you hit them, and some of us hit them really hard, they take a beating.
Yes, they do.
Which they're designed to do, but
Yes, it's just
Same
the speaker
time.
sometimes gets dislodged in the spot where it's supposed to be.
Huge shout out to one of our coaches, Rick Myers. He is great. He fixes all of our equipment. Has saved us hundreds of dollars to, with fixing the equipment as opposed to buying new ones. So huge shout out to Rick there.
Appreciate it, Peg.
Oh, hi.
The first pitch to Matt Pavogel is swung on a miss for strike one. Pavogel is,
nice for strike two.
yes, he is 1 for 3 with a strikeout and a run scored. Next pitch is taken.
Who's the defensive scoring?
Some people take the pitch to get the timing. Some people take it for a break.
That's another
Swinging
good.
a pitch
That's
for
another
strike
good
two.
mention. Is especially with that last at bat, Ivan, we were talking about like fatigue with swinging a bat so much in an at bat. The next pitch is
Pitch, strikeout.
swung on and strikes out.
Yeah, that take can be very strategic.
Yeah.
I've even seen some teams who tell their players to take a pitch.
Peg, we are home, so this is the final inning if they don't score 12 runs.
Huge shout out to whoever bought the score flipper.
Spoiler alert, it was Sean.
It was me.
Yes.
For the record.
No shame.
I have 0.
No shame.
We're all aware.
In that.
defense ready?
One out in the top of the 6th.
Wholesale changes on defense.
15-3, Renegades is your score. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this broadcast. We greatly appreciate the support. And the first pitch is taken by Agnon. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored back in the first inning. Struck out in the 4th. The next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Next pitch to Agnon is swung on and missed for strike 3. Another mention I want to have here is back in the early 2000s, the Long Island Bombers actually used to dominate the Renegades as the 0-3 pitch is fouled back. You know, if you go watch the Renegades documentary, it was a good sum of years. It was from, I think, 2001 to 2007. It was complete domination by the Long Island Bombers. And the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 4, and there are 2 outs in the inning.
Early in Renegade history, the Bombers were absolutely dominant.
Yes.
Reminiscent of the Yankees, Red Sox in the 90s.
Left.
Correct.
Left.
But now the
Robert, come across.
tide has turned.
Erickson has decided to bat lefty again.
Chad Dillon says Long Island needs a pitcher. Well,
have
I
two.
mean, they have a couple, but the Bombers have struck out, let's see, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 12 times this game.
A lot of contact in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, a lot of contact in the beginning. We thought, it was going to be a slugfest, but then their bats kind of fell silent until the 5th inning when they only got 1.
All the bats were quiet. All bats were quiet early.
Yeah, and the tide really turned. I mean, the Renegade, us, we popped off for a 6-run 4th inning or 3rd inning.
We really locked in with Ron.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was talking about how, one guy hits ball hard, the next guy is going to want to hit the ball hard, and the next guy hits the ball hard. As the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. It's kind of like a disease,
A momentum factor to it.
It's like one guy gets infected, and the next guy gets infected, and the next guy gets infected, and they're all putting in play, they're all scoring runs.
But one thing we're keen on is not getting too amped up and over swinging.
Yep.
That's something we work on a lot. It's just not over swinging.
2 strikes
I know mentally.
on
I just try to go up there
Erickson.
and do four of the same swing. That's what we try to do.
As the Bombers are now down to their final strike of the evening.
See if Erickson can put one in play here. The call from this new calling crew.
And the 0-3 pitch is swung on and missed. And the ball game is over.
The Renegades have done it. Final score was 15-3. The Renegades played an amazing game, but the Long Island Bombers, they played a good game as well.
Where's Kimball? Chris Kimball! Chris Kimball! Where you at? Get over here.
Moving. Darius, do something for Long Island. Get it going.
Good game, Bombers! Let's get closer. Let's get closer.
L.I. Bombers! L.I. Bombers! L.I. Bombers!
All right, listen up.
Thank you, volunteers!
I'll end it.
And our fans are 3.
Stretch. You guys got to stretch. You got to clean up your equipment. You guys stretch. Yes, sir. Okay?
All right. So,
Where's Chris?
Can you pass my bag?
Let him stretch.
He can stretch afterwards. This interview is going to take like 2 seconds. All right, hold on.
feel free to come to Woburn.
Maybe I will in the future. But thank you. Thank you. Good luck.
All right. We're going to go to Chris Kimball. All right, Chris. We like to talk to you. Post-game interview. All right, Chris. How we doing, buddy?
As good as good can be, you know?
Oh, yeah, you can tell because of that smile you got there going. So, you being a rookie and all in your first game as a Renegade, first of all, just tell me what the experience was like for you.
I mean, honestly, couldn't have been better because, never able to play baseball, obviously. And so, being here is like a dream come true type of thing. So literally it couldn't be better. I mean, my heart was pounding out of my chest the first at bat, just taking deep breaths. And, it couldn't have been any better of an experience.
That's awesome, man. But seriously, how about that run that you scored in your second at-bat of the inning? You know, what was going through your mind in that at-bat after you struck out in the previous one?
Hit the ball, run immediately. That was pretty much it. Even when I scored, I felt like a drunk driver out there because my legs were crossing over, but I made it.
Yeah.
That's the good news.
That's awesome, man. You know, like seeing rookies, you know, score, especially on this team, like such a family atmosphere. Can you tell us, you know, how supportive these guys have been towards you?
Oh, they couldn't have been any more supportive, you know? I mean, first of all, I love the chant, too. The chant before the at-bats was a surprise, which was really nice. But they couldn't have been more supportive, you know? Constant tips from the guys about literally everything. And being brand new to the sport, you know, I played similar sports in the past, so some of those skills translated a little bit. But honestly, they've been so helpful in the practices here, just, you know, making sure I have the right mindset, that type of thing.
All right, Chris. Well, thank you very much. Good job out there.
Thank you.
And go stretch before Rob says anything about that. So
thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoyed the first game of the first leg of the Beast of the East Beat Baseball Tournament. Have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow in Woburn.
see you guys.